Kindness is a virtue, a beacon of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. It fosters connection, inspires generosity, and uplifts the human spirit. However, in the relentless arena of life, kindness alone can be a double-edged sword. While it illuminates our better angels, it can also blind us to the harsh realities of human nature. Imagine, for instance, a colleague who consistently volunteers for extra work, only to be burdened with an unmanageable workload. Or consider the trusting individual who falls prey to a scam, their good intentions exploited for personal gain. These scenarios, though unfortunate, underscore a crucial point. Unmitigated kindness, devoid of strategic thinking, can leave us vulnerable and exploited. In a world rife with competition and complex social dynamics, we must learn to navigate the delicate balance between compassion and calculation. While kindness should always be our compass, it must be tempered with wisdom, foresight, and an understanding of the darker aspects of human behavior. To thrive in this complex world, we must equip ourselves with the tools of discernment, learning to recognize genuine intentions from calculated facades. This requires us to acknowledge that while kindness is a powerful force, it must be wielded with strategic intelligence. Niccolò Machiavelli, the renowned 16th-century Italian philosopher, understood the precarious balance between morality and power perhaps better than anyone. In his seminal work, The Prince, Machiavelli presents a pragmatic, if somewhat ruthless guide to acquiring and maintaining political power. While often misinterpreted as a manual for tyrants, The Prince offers valuable insights into the often uncomfortable realities of human nature. Machiavelli argues that humans are inherently self-interested creatures, driven by ambition, fear, and the pursuit of power. He posits that while idealism has its place, rulers must be willing to set aside moral considerations when necessary to secure the stability and prosperity of the state. This pragmatic approach, though seemingly cynical, acknowledges the inherent complexities of human interaction. Machiavelli understood that in a world where power is often pursued through cunning and deception, leaders must be equipped to navigate these treacherous waters. While Machiavelli's teachings should not be interpreted as a license for cruelty, they offer a valuable lesson in strategic thinking. To master the game of life, we must understand the motivations and behaviors of those around us, recognizing that not all actions stem from altruistic intentions. Machiavelli's insights force us to confront an unsettling truth. Human nature is a tapestry woven with threads of both virtue and vice. While we are capable of extraordinary acts of kindness and compassion, we are also susceptible to greed, envy, and the pursuit of self-interest. To navigate this complex terrain, we must cultivate a strategic mindset, one that acknowledges the duality of human nature. This does not imply abandoning our moral compass or resorting to Machiavellian manipulation. Rather, it encourages us to approach our interactions with a healthy dose of realism, understanding that not everyone operates from a place of pure intention. Think of life as a game of chess, where every move carries consequences. To succeed, we must anticipate our opponent's moves, recognizing their motivations and potential pitfalls. Similarly, in the game of life, understanding human behavior is crucial to making sound judgments and avoiding potential harm. By developing our strategic intelligence, we empower ourselves to make informed decisions, protect our interests, and navigate the complexities of human relationships with greater awareness and foresight. Intelligent kindness is not about abandoning our values or becoming ruthlessly ambitious. Instead, it's about wielding our compassion strategically, ensuring our good deeds are met with appreciation rather than exploitation. It's about being kind without being naive, generous without being taken advantage of. This approach requires us to develop our discernment, learning to read people and situations with greater accuracy. We must learn to differentiate between genuine need and calculated manipulation, between true friends and those who would exploit our good nature. Imagine, for example, offering financial assistance to a friend in need. Intelligent kindness would involve assessing their situation, understanding the root cause of their difficulties, and offering support in a way that empowers rather than enables. By tempering our generosity with wisdom, we ensure our kindness is a force for positive change, both in our own lives and the lives of those we touch. In the game of power and influence, perception is paramount. The way we are perceived by others shapes their interactions with us, influencing their trust, respect, and willingness to cooperate. Cultivating an aura of strength, competence, and self-assurance can be a powerful deterrent against those who might seek to manipulate or take advantage. This does not necessitate arrogance or aggression. Rather, it requires us to project an air of quiet confidence, a sense that we are not easily swayed or deceived. Think of animals in the wild. Those that appear weak or vulnerable become easy targets for predators. Conversely, those that project an aura of strength and vitality command respect and are less likely to be challenged. While we may not face physical predators in our daily lives, the principle remains the same. By cultivating our inner strength and projecting an image of self-assuredness, we deter those who might seek to exploit our kindness or underestimate our resolve. Section 6. Information as currency. Knowledge is power. In the digital age, information has become a form of currency, a valuable commodity that can be leveraged for both good and ill. Those who control information often control the narrative, shaping perceptions and influencing outcomes. To navigate this landscape effectively, we must become astute consumers and disseminators of information. We must learn to discern truth from falsehood, to identify bias and manipulation, and to form our own independent judgments. Just as a skilled chess player studies the board, analyzing each move for its strategic implications, we must approach information with a critical eye, questioning its source, its intent, and its potential impact. By becoming discerning consumers of information, we empower ourselves to make informed decisions, resist manipulation, and navigate the complexities of the digital age with greater awareness. Section 7. Emotional Mastery, the Art of Self-Control. Emotions are powerful motivators capable of both propelling us towards greatness and leading us astray. In the game of life, emotional mastery is a critical skill, allowing us to make rational decisions, navigate challenging situations with grace, and avoid being ruled by our impulses. Those who have mastered their emotions are not slaves to their passions. They understand that while emotions are a natural part of the human experience, they must not be allowed to cloud our judgment or dictate our actions. Think of a skilled negotiator. They remain calm and composed, even in the face of pressure or provocation. They understand that emotional outbursts can undermine their position and jeopardize their objectives. Similarly, in our own lives, practicing emotional restraint allows us to engage in difficult conversations, navigate conflict effectively, and make decisions from a place of clarity and reason. Section 8. The Delicate Balance, Ethics, and Pragmatism. Mastering the game of life requires finding a delicate balance between our ethical principles and the pragmatic realities of the world. While we should strive to live by our values, we must also be willing to adapt our approach when circumstances demand it. This does not mean abandoning our moral compass or resorting to unethical behavior. Rather, it requires us to be flexible in our thinking, to recognize that there are often multiple paths to achieving our goals, and to choose the path that aligns with both our values and our strategic objectives. Imagine, for example, being faced with a situation where adhering rigidly to a particular rule would lead to an unjust outcome. In such cases, we must be willing to consider alternative solutions, even if they require us to bend the rules or challenge conventional wisdom. By finding the sweet spot between ethics and pragmatism, we can navigate the complexities of life with both integrity and effectiveness. Section 9. Mastering the Game Towards Strategic Kindness. The path to mastering the game of life is not about abandoning our values or becoming ruthless strategists. It's about integrating our compassion with strategic intelligence, becoming both kind and cunning, compassionate and calculating. It's about wielding our kindness like a scalpel, precise and purposeful, ensuring it uplifts rather than enables, empowers rather than weakens. It's about being a force for good in the world without becoming a casualty of its harsh realities. By embracing the principles outlined in this essay, decoding human nature, cultivating our perception, mastering information, and achieving emotional control, we can navigate the complexities of life with greater awareness, wisdom, and effectiveness. Remember, true strength lies in the ability to balance compassion with calculation, to be both a beacon of hope and a master strategist. This is the essence of intelligent kindness, the key to mastering the game of life.